How are all you lovely people doing today? My name is John, and many of you may have noticed that in my videos I use the term element 115 displacement. However, many of you may not exactly know what element 115 displacement is. This is a term we've created in the zombie storyline to describe things being moved or teleported out of place or out of an expected location. The most well-known example of element 115 displacement would be the teleporters. These teleporters get their energy from element 115, and this vast amount of energy paired with the properties of element 115 allows time and space to be manipulated, and the teleporters can move the objects from one pad to another. The teleporter is the first known controlled application of element 115 displacement and was performed by Dr. Schuster and Edward Richthofen when they successfully teleported a walnut. This small feat then paved the way for many teleporters seen throughout Call of Duty, like the large-scale teleporters in Groom Lake and the famous Bell teleporters seen in Kino and Deriz. These are instances of controlled element 115 displacement, although more often than not it is uncontrollable. The teleporters in Kino often malfunction, resulting in players going to the Pentagon, Deriz, or Varuk briefly before reaching the teleporter pad. The United States also had a difficult time controlling the destination of their teleporters, resulting in completely random teleportation. An unknown but common instance of element 115 displacement would be the mystery box. Within Black Ops, Cold War weapons were able to appear in the mystery box during the year 2011 and 2025 through element 115 displacement. In addition, during the map Origins, wall weapons from World War II are appearing in 1918. These weapons are the result of element 115 displacement. Every time you use a mystery box or are buying a weapon, they have been temporarily displaced in time and space. The perk machines are also most likely existing in every map as a result of element 115 displacement. Probably one of the most influential, although confusing, uses of element 115 has to be the backstory of the ray gun. This is coming from Murder Machine X, who is probably one of the few people who knows the zombie storyline better than most people. This is coming from an article he wrote on the COD Zombie forums, and if you would like to see the post that he made, a link to it will be in the description. The Japanese designed the ray gun in the early 1940s. Group 935's Dr. Maxis then built it. He then handed over the development to Dr. H. Porter, who oversaw the ray gun's development. He created another type of pistol called the Zap guns. He then went back to the ray gun and made an updated model, which for simplicity's sake I'll call the ray gun 1.5. After improving the technology in that, he went on to improve the ray gun Mark II. The original ray gun, however, got temporarily displaced by 115 to 1930, where Al Arlington, a comic book artist, found it. He was into sci-fi and noticed a similarity between the gun in his comic book the hero had and the ray gun. When he got out of Alcatraz, he changed his gun in the comic book to look like the ray gun, which would later inspire the Japanese design. Also, the ray gun 1.5 appeared in 1918 because of 115 displacement. Group 935 then reverse engineered it, inventing the ray gun 1.5 before they even invented the first ray gun, and for the second time. A link to Murder Machine's Genius can be found in the description. The story of the ray gun is quite confusing, but this is an example how element 115 can greatly affect the future, the past, in multiple dimensions. The story of the ray gun, is a story that spans 3 different dimensions, and it is quite complicated. So as you can see, element 115 is something that is everywhere. Lots of things are being moved in and out of space. It's all over the zombie storyline, and it's something we have to keep in mind when analyzing. It should be noted that element 115 displacement is a tough concept to wrap your head around, but it should not be used as a default explanation for everything in the storyline. The general rule of thumb is, if something appears in multiple times or does not match its setting or time period, then 115 displacement may have been involved. That's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it very informative or interesting, be sure to subscribe, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to leave a like down below or a comment. My name's John, have a fantastic day, and bye.